Good afternoon, everyone. I'm James Crummell. Governor Josh Shapiro signed the late state budget into law on Wednesday afternoon. On Thursday afternoon, he sat down with our Dennis Owens to discuss it. And Dennis joins us now with some of the highlights of that interview. Good afternoon, Dennis.
Good afternoon to you, James. We spoke at the governor's residence in Harrisburg for about 20 minutes, several different topics, but the 4.5-month late budget dominated the conversation. The governor's excited about $500 million more for public education and a new state tax credit for the working poor, and more money for police and fire and first responders. He, like everyone, said compromise means accepting some things you don't like. So I asked him, what didn't he like about this year's budget?
We didn't finish on mass transit. We got to come back to the table and do it. We didn't finish on skill games. We got to come back to the table and continue that work. So we got some unfinished business. But importantly, and without sort of revealing the confidences of our conversations around the negotiating table, I think we have actually a better understanding of where we are in those issues. And so resolving them going forward may prove to be easier than it was in the past because of the hard work we put in.
And now that the budget's behind him, when will Shapiro announce that he's seeking re-election? He has not officially done that yet. Soon, he told me, but we are hearing it's going to be early next year. Either way, Shapiro joked that it won't be a surprise to anyone when he does announce. He is, James, in fact, running for re-election. We also talk about his relationship with Senate President Pro Tem Kim Ward and Senator John Fetterman. Both of those relationships said to be at times icy.
Yeah.
You can see the rest of the interview with Governor Shapiro on ABC 27 News Plus, which you can download for free on your smartphone or your smart TV, Roku, Apple TV, and Fire TV. He gave us, about, as I said, about 20 minutes, and you can see the full interview there.
So you talked about John Fetterman, who this week has a new book, and it was some unflattering things in there about Governor Shapiro.
The relationship.
Yeah.
The tension started when they were both on the Pardons Board. John Fetterman, of course, a huge proponent of criminal justice reform, wants to see some of these folks get out. There were a couple of people in particular. Josh Shapiro, as the Attorney General, was also on the board. He was far more reticent in letting people out, and John Fetterman felt that it was politically motivated, that Josh Shapiro was concerned about his political career, not the lives of these people who are looking for a life-altering decision. And so that led to some frustrations. He had some uncomplimentary things. John Fetterman had some uncomplimentary things in front of a hot microphone about Josh Shapiro. He talks about that in the book. Josh Shapiro did not really want to talk about that. He wished John Fetterman well. He had just heard that John Fetterman, of course, had a fall yesterday. Wished him well and said, hey, we work together professionally when we need to. In fact, we were on a conference call last week to discuss policy issues. That's what Josh Shapiro said. Josh Shapiro is a very successful politician. He's not going to be drugged into saying something that perhaps he shouldn't.
Absolutely. So again, check out the full interview.
Yes.
Anything coming up Sunday we should know about?
Well, we're going to have more of the interview is on This Week in Pennsylvania. Of course, we're going to do a debrief on the budget. It was a busy week, actually, with the Fetterman book coming out and the Fetterman fall. And oh, by the way, Doug Mastriano, remember him, the senator who ran for governor? He had an interview with our Sarah Wilson this week, and he mentioned he's still considering a run for governor, so don't close the book on that just yet. So lots of things to talk about.
All right, and jam-packed
by the way, the federal government is reopened.
Yes.
So how about that? So
all right.
It's a good week.
A lot to talk about.
Yeah, next week I'm going to be looking for stuff, but this week we got lots.
All right, we'll be tuned in for that as well. Thank you very much, Dennis. Really appreciate it.
Hi, I'm Eric Finkenbinder from ABC 27, and we're excited to announce the new ABC 27 News Plus app. Live stream newscasts or watch content on demand. This is different than the ABC 27 app on your smartphone. You can check this out at home, and it's very easy to use. With a Fire Stick, go to the home page, scroll down to search. From there, enter ABC 27. Move over to the apps, and there we are. Click the icon and install. It's just that easy.